Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is the Lemonade Legend coming back at you for episode number 14 of our playthrough of Palworld. As you can see, we've been busy. Last episode we were spending some time putting together this base here. When I left you though, I didn't have it all completed. We kept running out of stone. So yeah, that last episode we appropriately named it the Great Stone Shortage. So we definitely were having some issues with the stone. But what I did is to save you guys some boredom, I guess you can say. I went ahead and I got as much stone as I possibly could, and I finished. If you remember correctly, I believe we just had the upstairs to do, so I just built the wall around the upstairs, and then we just finished her up. Essentially, I basically finished up the box. I also worked on the staircase, as you can see here. This was a blank slate when I left you guys. I'm not super crazy on how this turned out. But we're kind of at the point now where it's almost too late to do anything about it. You know, I'd have to redo the upstairs. I don't know, it'd just be, I think the problem is this is only one high here. And these are two high, so it looks a little uneven, not proportional. Or not proportionate. But the other issue is the red carpet here. I wanted the red carpet going here, and then I also wanted it going up the stairs as well. But the problem I ran into there was, obviously it's 3 wide. This is, you know, if I were to have expanded it, this would have been 3 wide. I would have had one strip of red going up both sides of the stairs. But if I were to make this go any further, then our pail box would become an issue where I can't move this back anymore. I can't put another ceiling length here because it would be too close to the pail box. So in order to do that, I'd have to move the pail box back. And as you can see, we're running into you know, the edge of the circle being about here anyways. So I just decided, you know, we'll just leave good enough alone here. And go with this. Now, there are some things that I thought about doing as well, not to get too sidetracked here, but I could build this up and kind of have like a box over top of the staircase that would make the ceiling a little higher here. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's really that big of an issue. We'll have to put some pals in the base and kind of see how they're able to maneuver. If they can go freely out of this area here, which I think they should be able to. But, you know, for now it's good enough. So we'll leave it, again, at least for now, the way we've got it, and see kind of how it operates and how it functions. So before we make any changes. But that brings us to today's episode. So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to finish up working on the inside of the base here. I should be able to get a good chunk, if not all of it done during this episode here. If we don't get it all done, then again, I won't bore you with all the details. We've had a lot of building in the last couple episodes. I don't want this to spill into a third episode of building. So if it does, if it gets to that point, theoretically it'll just be a couple things, you know, a couple odds and ends, things that need to be tied up. If it does spill into a third episode, what I'll do is I'll just do it off camera in between episodes. So spare you guys some boredom. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna build the ceiling up here. I think I'm just gonna leave this open. I kind of like this. Up here, I'm probably gonna have, like I said, most of my pal stuff up here. I'll probably have like the farming, you know, getting some berries and all that stuff going up here. I think that's going to be obviously important. So we'll have that going, and then things like my stoning and my stone and my mining and my wood and, you know, all that stuff, all the workstations that the pals are going to need to be working at. I think I'll have that up here. So that's what we're going to be working on up here. Down here will be more so the crafting areas, you know, and then obviously I built this little room back here. This will be like our storage facility. We'll have all the storage in here. Already started putting a couple boxes in here. Yeah, so yeah, that's kind of the game plan. So we'll go ahead and get started, I guess. As of right now, I do have enough metal, so we can kind of build some more storage chests over here. Kind of get this started. Eventually, I'm going to upgrade these to, you know, different types of chests with a little bit more space. But for now, this will be good. And I don't want to use all my metal because I know I'm going to need it, obviously, for... oops, that's Kremis. He's not going to do anything. I do need it for other things in terms of, like, the building and the workplaces and all that stuff, so... the fire. So, oh, actually, I forgot to show you here. So under here, I kind of made like a little bedroom. Yeah, look how comfy and cozy this is, man. I'd sleep here. Wouldn't you? Come on. Look at this. Look how comfy he looks. Oh, well, never mind. He got right up. Maybe he's not so comfy. There we go. Look at that. Alright, well, that's enough of that. But anyways, yeah, so I built this. Just kind of making as much use of the space as I can. I know you're not done building. Go build. I don't know why you're following me. So yeah, let's get into it. I think what I'm gonna do is have, like, on this wall right here, I think I'll have like my work benches, just the simple stuff. I'm gonna tear this out over here, that repair bench, and then I think I'll have like a assembly line here. Pretty much an assembly line on all the slants. Assembly line over here. Assembly line over here. And I believe I can do one over here. I think I fixed this. If you guys remember, I also edited these walls a little bit. I couldn't figure out how to make the walls go on the slants. On these triangle ceilings right here. Or these triangle floors, excuse me. So I figured that out a little bit last episode, and I wasn't going to redo these. These were all jagged. They were just, you know, corners instead of a slant. So I basically ripped out all those walls off camera and put them back down and have a nice little slanted wall there. So, all right. Well, we'll start off here. We'll take this out. We'll clear everything out of here. And kind of get a blank slate here. So. First things first, let's go ahead. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put the fire. I put the fire, like the furnace on this wall. Now this won't be here for a long period of time because I will eventually have a mining base, and I'll put all that stuff over there. So this is just kind of a temporary option. Let's see here. So we will put down our primitive workbench here. And then we will put down our repair bench. Probably put it right here. I want to leave space because I don't. The closer you have things together, the more likely you are to click the wrong thing. You know, it happens all the time to me. If I get things too close together, I'll click on what I think is the workbench here, and it'll end up being the repair bench, or, you know, whatever, and I'll have to play that, you know, ring around the rosy game to get in the right spot to get the particular bench that I need. So, but I am also going to. I'm thinking I want to make some nails here. Just because I'm going to need it for high quality workbench, as you can see, the sphere and the weapon workbench. So I'm going to need all that, but I got this guy that needs to kind of finish here. So you know what I'm going to do? I know I don't have any sort of food now, and I'm going to put some worker pals out just to make this part go a little quicker. Put him in there, put him in there. Pen King in there. Again, just temporarily, just to help get these things done so I don't have to do it myself or keep throwing out pals to get the job done. So, alright, so they got that done. Bring my guy back. He's working here. So I can take one of those, and we'll build the high quality workbench. Put it right about here. There we go. So 10 more nails here, and I'll be able to get the weapon workbench and the sphere workbench. Alright, while we're waiting for that, I do have a level up, so we'll go ahead and knock that out. Let's put it in weight. Why not? And then we've got the hypersphere we can start with, and then the sphere assembly line. Perfect. Alright, eventually we'll unlock this small pouch here, but I don't have any predator cores. And I'm not at the point where I want to go after those yet. I will. I'll put that on the list here, and we'll get those going down the line here. But hip lantern will probably be one of the things that we'll work on. Actually, got a couple things here now that I'm kind of going back and looking. So we need the PAL Essence condenser for sure. We'll need the hip lantern. Average feedback I'm not super concerned about, so we'll go with the grappling gun. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then I'm going to make a note here because predator cores, I wouldn't say they're the most important things in the game, but I'm going to make a note here that we need to go after some predator cores. Perfect. Alright, so we'll get that in a future episode here. Alright, so we got that done. Got some nails. Let's pop. Alright, we'll get to that in a minute, I guess. We'll pop the weapon workbench down here. And then the sphere workbench is last. We need one more nail. We'll take those. Sphere workbench. Pop her down there. Looking good, guys. We got nice and straight. Not a bunch of crazy nonsense all over the place. Alright, so I need to get all of this stuff in here somewhere. So the global PAL box, I'm not super worried about that because, again, like I told you, I don't really pull other PALs from previous playthroughs. I do upload, usually when I'm done with the world or when I'm about to move away from a world, I will upload important PALs to the PAL box just in case, you know, just so I have them. But I don't, I don't want to say often, I really honestly don't ever pull any of that out, so, or any of those guys out, so, probably just pop this right here, for now at least, just so I can control it. This guy I'll probably put in the center here. I kind of like this being like the focal point of my storage room. Is that the center? 1, 2, 3. No, that's not the center. It's farther back. I should have trusted my gut there. I had it in the middle at first, and I changed my mind. So put her right. Nope, too far. Listen, now that you're starting to see the real Lemonade Legend here, I'm a perfectionist. If it's not right, I gotta keep doing it. I'll let him finish it. I can't see because giant hinking heads in the way. Alright, get out of the way, guys. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Or just stand right where I need you to not be. Come here. I don't know how much more clear I could have been when I said get out of the way. Alright. That looks okay. Yeah. That looks alright. We'll take that. And enhance my power there. Perfect. All right, so what else do we need here? So we've got monitoring stand, PAL labor research facility. We'll get that. We need the metal more in other places right now, but we'll come back to that here. Obviously we'll need a PAL essence condenser and the egg incubator, but that's not crucial for getting started today. So we do need some PAL beds. Obviously we'll get that here in a minute. We've already got the bed in there. We'll need a power generator because we're going to start putting up these suckers, the assembly lines and stuff. So we will come to that. So all right, so what we'll do now, I'm going to take these guys out because they're going to start getting hungry and all that stuff. I don't have anything for them. And we're going to go back to the original base here just for a second. There's some materials that I want to get, mainly metal. I know I had some metal cooking up over here. We'll get that. And then I'm going to start taking materials back slowly here. And we'll start putting stuff away. Just start deconstructing this base. And all right. Yeah, start taking this base apart. Things that we don't need here anymore, we'll go ahead and clean out. Get some more metal cooking. Alright, perfect. Somewhere I've got, I don't know where. Oh yeah, over here. I forgot I had these chests. I was gonna say, somewhere I've got chests that I'm able to quick store stuff. I forgot these were over there. Alright, perfect. So I think, what do we got here? We got some flowers. Honestly, some pretty stupid stuff to have right now. I should have gone for some other things first. So we'll build some temporary boxes here just to get us kind of started here. We'll put some of this stuff over there, make it easier to transport to the boxes. But I want to start off, I usually go like the far left box is like some of the most important stuff. I usually sort it by like man-made stuff, PAL drops, medical supply, you know, just all that type of stuff. So, you know, get an ammo crate going eventually as well. But I am a stickler for being organized, so we'll definitely be organized here. But perfect. All right, so I got my metal. We'll add, where do I want to put this? How big is this here? Yeah, it's gonna be too big to go in here probably. Whoops. Maybe not. But I don't know if I want it in here. I feel like I want it more like by the actual PAL box. So maybe I don't really need to build anything else here. Put that there, I guess. Alright, so we got that going. Go ahead and put the labor facility. I want that down here for sure. Somewhere I'm gonna be able to keep an eye on it. Actually, I might put it. No, that's too cluttered. I'll probably put it back here. Alright, so we got that now. The PAL condenser, I don't think that's going to go here. That's, I mean, I'll probably eventually put one there. But it'll probably be my secondary one, honestly. I'll probably have the main one at the breeding base. And then I'll carry one of these over here. Once supplies and materials become a little bit more expendable, I'll probably put one over here as well. So perfect. So we'll go plop these guys upstairs here in a minute. We'll put these guys upstairs in a minute. I do need a medicine workbench. I can probably put that right where he's building, right next to it. I believe it'll fit there. So that should fit almost perfectly. Alright, so sphere. I think I want the sphere assembly line over here. It's a little crooked. Oh, shoot. I'm encumbered. Alright. It's hard to gauge. It really is. That's even worse. I'm going backwards here, guys. I'm going back here. Come on. Going backwards. Alright, so let's try a different way here. Actually, can I do... Nope, I can't do that. Alright. I think that's pretty well lined up. Let's see. Come on. I don't know how I did that, but whatever. Alright, so I'm going to do this again. Should be good. I guess that's good enough. I'm going to be here forever working on that if I'm not at least somewhat lenient with it. Alright. Alright, so we're kind of just waiting for... You know what, actually we got a bed. Let's go get in the bed. We can sleep through the night, and then we'll head upstairs and we'll work on starting putting like the stone down and the farms and or the crop plots and all that stuff down. Hey, buddy. And we'll let him kind of finish up over here. We should have enough for everything if my math is correct there. I should have all this here. Wooden benches, we should be good. Don't know why that's a favorite. We can get rid of that. But awesome. Alright, so we're just waiting for this slow guy to finish up here. Actually, whatever. We can just go upstairs and start working on it. He should stay down here and keep working. Alright, so what my game plan is... Really? What my game plan is for up here... I think I kind of want my stone and wood mining facility over here, maybe? Eventually I'll have, well, I'll have a lot. I'll have stone, iron, like metal, wood. Then I'll have like sulfur, and I think a coal one at some point, if I remember correctly. if I can even see it. You know, there's the ore site. There's a coal mine. There's quartz. Yeah, so there's a bunch. They're not all gonna fit on that wall. Hmm. Let's do this. Not sure. I kind of like. All right, you know what? Let's change the mindset here. So let's do stone or logging over here. And then we'll put our stone over here. And I wonder if I can do. No, I'm not gonna do that. At least for right now. What I was thinking is I can put like another ceiling up here, and then have another coal base up there, or another stone base stacked up there. Which, I mean, I probably could. I don't know if they can work on it from down here or not. Like if that's in the range of them working. I'm not sure. But either way, we'll leave it the way it is right now. Mainly want to get that up and running. Alright, so I'll stick rod of metal. Let him finish here, and then we'll head down to the other base again. Pick up some more metal. It's coming together. Coming together. We're almost done here. We don't have much left. Just some crop plots, a couple chests. We'll need some food here. I'll probably put the food. No, let's put the crop plot down first. Alright, so what we got going on here? Will this be enough? So I know the wheat is pretty large. Yeah, that'll be enough. Alright, so go ahead. This is a hack that I learned relatively recently. How you can stack your berry plots on top of each other. So we'll do that first. We'll see. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, alright. Kind of worked out. Alright, so we'll take that. Get out of the get out of the way. Get that kind of lined up. And I should be able to stack it on top of these. You can see how it turns green just a little bit there, blue. So what we do is we will take another one of these. We'll stack it on top here. And then Pen King will come back up here and build. Work on this. Perfect. You're going to stay here. And we'll do it again. Try to get it as even as possible. Pen King, oh, that's bad. That's bad. Sorry, messed up your work. we'll do it again. So let's line it up here. I guess will probably be the best way to do it. Nope, that's not in there. Come on. Don't usually have this much trouble with this. That's better. Perfect. So that gives 1, 2, 3 stacked on top of each other. Right. And then, that'll probably, oh, you know what? I gotta build a sleeping area too. Hindsight, this probably should have been the sleeping area. Yeah, I hate to do this, but I forgot we needed a sleeping area, so alright, let's build a little area here. I want it to come up to a wall right here, like this. Alright, let me see here. So we come up, there's a wall right here. Put like a little doorway here, and then have the same thing. Do it, we would do this. And then just have like a wall all across here. And then have like a gate, like a doorway right there. Alright, so I think that's what we're going to do. So this will be like the pals sleeping facility slash relaxation spot, because they'll have like the their little swimming thing, their little hot tub, whatever you want to call it, the sauna, and then like their food and everything will be in here. Just like their little living quarter, little break room for all the work they're gonna be doing. Right? Right? Alright. Perfect. Cool, so we got that done. Oh, no, we don't. We gotta get out of here. Find out where we can break that. Woo, look at that. Oh, what was that? That was fancy. That was fancy. Alright, let's put the gate here. Pick up our stone, put it away. And apparently we knocked that wall out when we took everything down. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I'm glad I thought about that before I built too much in terms of crop plots and stuff. That would have been stupid. That would have been really stupid. Let's section all this off. So, what am I doing? Alright, so let's put it, if I do it this way, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to see, I want to see what the space is like in here. Looks like I'm sealing it off. It'll be open here in a minute. I just want to see what space I'm looking at. So if I put the door here and I walk in, there's not a ton of space. But if I put the door over here and I walk in, there's more. So I think I'll just do that. Have the little gate right here. Alright, so this is the sleeping area. They'll come in here. This will be where the hot spring is. I need more pallet fluid, but this is where that will be. Cool. Alright, so let's put some beds down for these guys. One. Come on. Two. Put him out here. Listen, man, I didn't put you out here to be my way. Alright, so perfect. And then what do I want to do over here? What else can I put down? So like food maybe? Maybe like the pallet dressing facility. I don't know. I mean, I don't really see a ton of need for that, so I'm not usually one to go in for that. What else? I mean, I guess, excuse me, I guess we could put the electricity over here. Kind of have like an electrical room type thing. Obviously, I gotta put the medicine rack. I'll probably just put that in here, just like up against this wall. Not too sure. Alright, so let's put this guy right there. Put that guy up there. And like I said, I guess we'll have an electrical room here, and eventually we can have like electrical reserves, like one of those reserve boxes. Put that up there. This will eventually be my Orzerk's office when I get a perfect Orzerk. Tell you what, those are the best electrical paths that are in the game, honestly. Oops. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, so we got that done. Where did my painting go? Come here, bud. Finish that up. Perfect, so we got that done. So what do we got? We've got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, 2, 4, 6. We got 8. But wait, this is probably not counting. Yeah, it wasn't counting. Alright, so it's fine. We'll just give it a little bit of space up against the wall there. Give him a little bit of room. Alright, so this should be 14. 15. Oh, wood? Really? Alright, we'll let this all build. And we'll see what we got. Maybe? Come on. Alright, so what else do we got? We got the electricity, which we can't really do yet. We need electric organs, so that might take a minute for us to get that under control. We'll need some PAL fluids for the hot spring. Medicine rack. Some, like a cooking pot. We'll obviously need some food. The crop plots, I'll work on those. A freezer eventually. Yeah, so we're pretty close to done. It sounds like a lot there, but there's really not a ton left to put down. So that should be pretty easy. But in order to do all that, we need more wood, and we just don't have that yet. It's at the other base for sure. We just don't have that at this facility yet. So, all right. Well, with that being said, I think that's where I'll end it. This has already kind of been a little bit longer of an episode. Like I said, apologies again for we're doing a lot of building. You know, it's just something I want to tackle here. I want to get this all done. That way, when this is done, we'll have plenty of time. You know, we'll have multiple episodes consecutively of us just going out and exploring and or doing stupid stuff that will bring you guys excitement and joy. So, but yeah, so that brings us to the end of this episode. So in between this episode and the next one, just to kind of give you guys a heads up, I will be finishing the base. Again, I don't want to drag this into another building episode. I want to take a break from the building for you guys. But I will be popping down all that stuff that I said just a couple minutes ago that I read off that I will be putting down that I need to still do. So I'll be putting that all down, kind of getting it organized and laid out. And then when we come back next time, I'll show you a little bit around the base and what I've done. I'll give you kind of an update on everything that's been completed. Yeah, so that's that. Next episode, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. I got a couple different ways I can go. I kind of want to just go as like a reward for the, building the base. And just getting that all taken care of. I kind of want to go to the sanctuary, the South Sanctuary, the first one, and see if we can get a Grisbolt. I think that's one of the things that we'll need, obviously, with the electrical coming in, the generator and all that stuff. Obviously, Orzhirk's the best in terms of the electricity generating pals, at least that I've found, that I can think of. But as far as early game, the Grisbolts are actually very, very good. So I think we'll go out. We'll try to get those. They're not super, super common, but they're also not rare, So I would probably put them as, uncommon or almost, almost rare. I mean, they're really not easy to find. They take a little bit of time. From my experience, they seem to be available at certain times of the day. A little bit more at least. So it'll take some time. We'll just be running around that sanctuary a little bit until we find one. But that's our goal. So next episode, I think we're going to go try to find a Grisbolt after all this is done in the base. So, yeah, that's all I can think of in terms of what we want to do next. So, with that being said, though, guys, always want to remind you guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Definitely does a lot more than you can know in terms of helping us out. So we're really, really looking forward to doing that. Also, make sure you check out our other platforms, Twitch, TikTok, Facebook. We post quite frequently on most of those. We go live on Twitch a lot, and we'll play with some other Twitch streamers as well. TikTok posts, shorts here and there, cool things. Fun, highlight episodes, or highlights from episodes, that we get. We'll post shorts there for that. And then Facebook, we just keep that updated. We just try to post with updates whenever we come out with new episodes or new series or, whatever the case may be. That's very much so underdeveloped, obviously as this gets bigger and as we go along and, eventually we'll inevitably start to spill into other games. We'll start to kind of post on there when we are going to do that type of stuff, just to make you guys all aware. But the links for all those are available in the description below. And then obviously with YouTube here, my YouTube folks, make sure that you guys go and you hit that notification bell. That way you guys are notified when the next episode comes out. So when our adventure to the South Sanctuary comes out here this next episode, it will notify you guys. It'll let you know that it's out and you guys are ready, and it's available for you to watch. So definitely take care of all that stuff. That way you stay in the loop. And as always, I appreciate your support. I appreciate you guys stopping in, spending your time with us. Again, there's millions and millions and millions of videos that you guys can watch on YouTube, but you chose to watch this one, and I really, really appreciate it. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next episode.